Okay, so let's see. 10 o'clock, that is good. And people are just coming in already. Good morning. Do me a favor, just write down that you can hear and see me. Let me quickly see that my sound is all good. Looks like that. I'm just sharing it on our Funding Connection Facebook page. And then we can start. Today is like once a month our Q&A. So if you have any questions related to business plans, application, starting a business, or growing your business, then just go to the Q&A or in the chat and write the questions in. And here I just Q&A. Okay. So that is now on Facebook. I just want to double check that it's also appearing there and that the sound is working there. Okay, I can see there's a live video on Funding Connection. That's already good news. So I love when all these technical things, when everything is working, that is just, is there sound? Can't hear anything. Oh, yeah, I can hear me. Okay, great. So if you're on Facebook, I see there's also somebody joining already. Great, good morning. So what do we do today is we always wanted to give you a chance once a month to ask all your questions regarding business plans, funding applications, starting a business, growing a business. If you're on Facebook, just write down the questions in the chat. I'm always swapping around between the two systems, and if you are on Zoom, just feel free to write anything into the chat. Okay, and then I will answer all your questions. I know it always takes a little bit of time, so let me just tell you what are we up here at the moment. If you follow us on any of the social medias or you are one of our newsletter subscribers, you saw that already. We are here really busy and trying to help you and always thinking about how we can help you best. And that is why we started now and growing our series of how-to books. So the ones they are out already are the how to grow your business, how to, sorry. Okay, so I'm not too sure. I'm obviously not really awake. It's how to start your egg farm, how to start your chicken farm. It's how to organize your office. It is the Get Funded DIY kit with a nice guide and a directory of potential funders and financiers here in South Africa. Next week, Monday, we will publish the how to buy an existing business. And my emphasis is clearly on what's the difference between buying a business, buying the company, and then also what are the pitfalls, where do you really need to be careful, what do you need to check, and how to evaluate the price, a realistic price for a business. So I will cover everything from the view of a buyer, and so that is finished. It's here on my desk. I just need to put it out there, and we will do that next week, Monday. And the other one is also how to organize your office. At that time, that is, I don't know, a year ago or something like this, when we published it first. We're just busy also reviewing it, adding some more information, giving a little bit more tips and tricks so that you have the Excel spreadsheet we are using here in our office to help us organize our office, the list and checklist we are having you can use. And we also compiled, it's not in there at the moment, it will be in there in the new version, is all the apps, software, and all of it. Most of it we're using the basic free version of it, and a couple of these versions we've grown out of the free version and we use now the paid version. But if you start, do it like I did, use the free versions, set up systems. You are not able to grow or run a successful business if you haven't organized your office. Yeah, administration is key. Only then you are in control of your business, and only then you have the possibility really to grow. And without missing writing invoice, didn't receive any payment, SARS is coming in between, and you're getting a heart attack. I've done all of these, no worries. So that's why I can tell you, you should definitely do that. Yes, I think these are the books, and oh yes, and I have a DIY course out there for how to draft your own business plan. It's a video course where I explain step by step everything. It includes templates for the written parts, and in the videos I explain to you how do you get the information together. Okay, and it also has an Excel spreadsheet. It's easy to handle. You have one Excel tab where you put all the information in and pulls it through to the cash flow balance sheet, income statement, and I think there are 1 or 2 ratios in there. Yeah, it's not as complex as when we do that, but if you want to do that on your own, it's definitely sufficient enough. Okay, so there are no questions here in Zoom. Let me quickly see if there are any questions in Carbonina. Okay, so you get the Zoom code when you are signed up for our newsletter, okay? But it doesn't matter, so you definitely are also able here to ask enough questions on Facebook. Ziam Tondo, do you have a database of funders? I have started an IT company and looking to expand. Yes, we have that. Let me quickly share with you my page on my website. That's a shop page. And there is a DIY, this Get Funded DIY kit is definitely the right thing for you. It has number 1, a nice guide, and it helps you to determine where you can apply, yeah? And then on the other side, it also has a, the list with all the, yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying here to find the place where I now can share my link for the shop. Okay, so here's the link to the shop. When you want to do things on your own, you want to have some more information. The prices are from 120 to 290 Rand. And it's definitely worthwhile your small little investment. You get more information. We made sure it is nicely structured. You are not getting confused, and it's worth every single cent. Okay, so now I'm here on my Facebook group. Let me quickly. Okay, yeah, here. Okay, so here is the link to the shop. Here we go. Okay, so and in this shop you are then able to just have a look, and there is this Get Funded DIY kit on it, Ziam Tondo, and that definitely will help you. Yeah. So it says the kit, the DIY guide, plus the list of potential financiers and funders you asked me here. Okay, great. Looks like there are no questions here at the moment anymore. That is great. You all know where you can find us. If you are in Zoom, you have our email address in any case. If you need a little bit more information, oh, somebody raised a hand, LG Stylus 3. Yes, that's okay. Just if you have some questions, either way, if you scroll down, there's a Q&A and there's a chat. Yeah, you can use both of them to ask me questions, and then I'm able to answer them. Okay, let me quickly see what's happening here. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Great. Okay. So yes, there are no questions today. That is absolutely great. I hope I was able to give a little bit of information about okay, what we are doing here, how we try to help you, and I think the shop is definitely a nice way for you for a small, really small investment to get great information. Keep in mind, we don't do Google research. We have access to paid research platforms. And so whatever we do here is really done professional, and is nothing what you usually can find online in the internet on your own in any case. Yeah? Okay, so I just have a look if there's a Q&A question. Okay, hi. Stylist just wanted to say hi. Great. Okay, so there are no questions today. That's absolutely in order. If you have any, if you want to start your own real estate property company, that is absolutely exciting. Great. So I suggest, I don't know if you have any questions, I would suggest to really drop me an email, please. Tell me, let me know, so what exactly do you want to do? How much funding you require? Is it for commercial? Is it industrial property investment, or commercial, industrial, or residential? And then we just see, okay, how we can guide you there. You usually will need then, first of all, what we do is we have a look what you want to do. Then we tell you, okay, this venture is fundable. Not every venture is fundable. Okay, so it's just reality. There can be absolutely great business ideas out there, but the financier who wants to put some money into your venture, of course, wants to make sure that there is a high chance of getting the loan back and the investment back. Yeah. So they have a couple of rules and regulations where they say this is what we need to have in place according to their experience they made worldwide. And so, and this is what we need to figure out. Do you fit into this or don't you fit into it? If you fit into it, we say, yes, okay, it makes sense now to start drafting a business plan. We will help. We will compile all the information. What we receive from you, we'll be able to advise you. Sometimes I say, don't mention this, but this is definitely something what needs to be in there. We make sure it is all according to the requirements of the financier. We know already where you can apply for. And then in the second step, you are then able to either decide, okay, Dagmar, with your business plan, I feel so comfortable and confident, I can do that on my own. That's great, do that, okay? Or you say, no, filling out all the forms and applying with the financier is something I don't feel comfortable with. Please, Funding Connections, help us with it. And then we also do the second part of it, filling out the forms, compiling all the documentations, making sure everything is consistent in the business plan, financial forecast, and the submitted documentation. And then we submit on your behalf and also follow up on your behalf and see where they are at the moment, and always keep you up to date and help you through the whole process. Yeah. Okay, so yes, drop me an email, admin@fundingconnection.coza, and then we see what we can do. Bradley. A partner of mine and I are looking to start a pyrolysis reactor project that uses milled rubber crumb in a relatively proper process to manufacture high-value hydrocarbons and a refined activated carbon. We've thought to approach CEFA as the 5 million limit they offer would be more than enough to get the first phase of the project off the ground. Would you have any other recommendations, perhaps? Okay, Bradley, keep in mind, so CEFA may be the right institution for you. Okay, so they don't look at your, how do I say, race or skin color here in South Africa. You definitely need to have, for CEFA, 10% collateral, and you need to have offtake agreements in place. Keep in mind with CEFA, at the end, you are getting the money today. At the end of the first month, you need to be able to repay the first installment. Yeah. And that means it needs to be a viable, profitable business. You need to have offtake agreements in place with potential customers and clients. They confirm that as soon as you're ready, they will buy from you. I don't know if this is bought in tons or in kgs, and then they are willing to pay per kg that price. Yeah. And I'm sure you also need to have some specific suppliers. Make sure you also have the suppliers in place. Yeah, so and in writing. Yeah, that is why lots of people ask us also to compile the application, because we make sure that just stating yes, we've spoken to them and they said yes is not enough for any financier. Yeah. Isn't there a grace period for a loan in the region of 6 months? Usually not. No, not with these government institutions. Okay, so, and if you can negotiate this with them, they definitely need to have the interest rate per month. Otherwise, they only give you up to 5 million rand. You usually need to pay it back in 5 years in any case. And they can't give you then another 6 months grace period. Yeah. They also, keep in mind, also CEFA and everybody, all the financiers, all the government institutions, although they are government institutions, still a business for them. Yeah, they also need to make sure that they receive the loan repayments and that it is financially viable for them. So they are looking for cash flow. Not really from day one, so they are more than happy to cover your working capital requirements for 3 months. But usually, what happens, you are supplying today, and then lots of your customers are only paying in 60 days after statement, and it can happen that it takes a couple of weeks. We know that here in South Africa until you really get paid. Yeah. Okay. Bradley, if there's anything else you want to know a little bit more in detail, I just can repeat that. Just feel free, send me your business plan. I'll have a look at it, and then I can be able to advise you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking here at 2 different. Okay. Yeah. Great. Thanks very much for your questions. Like I say, I usually love these conversations because it shows me, I learn also so a lot from you, because I know exactly what help and support you need, and it makes it easier for us to come up with some great ideas so that we can help you. Yeah. Okay, so there's no question on Facebook, and looks like there are no questions here on Zoom. Okay, I wish all of you absolutely incredibly successful week. And we will see us next week on Monday. And I know exactly what I will talk this time. Usually I don't know. But because I'm excited about it, I will talk about how to buy an existing company. And we'll talk about all the pitfalls, how to evaluate the different methods of evaluation and everything. So if this is something what is interesting for you or for your friends, just feel free to invite them either way to Facebook or invite them to our newsletter. And you are always free also to share our newsletter with other people. Okay. Take care, everybody, and see you soon. Bye.